So we're providing that in-memory data fabric for enterprises using this distributed computing framework. What you see in a typical customer environment is on the left side you have SAP HANA, which spawns to, say, tens of terabytes. Again, there are no technical limitations on how big a HANA system can be, but what we have seen from customers, depending on where they are, whether it's a small enterprise customer, large enterprise customer, they can go anywhere between tens of terabytes, in some cases close to 30, 40 terabytes. And again, all this data in HANA is compressed data, so there's no technical limitation, but from a landscape standpoint, what you will see is customers are running in tens of nodes, and on the right side you have your Hadoop distributed landscape where Vora is running natively on each of the Hadoop/Spark nodes. So on the left side you have tens of nodes, on the right side you could have thousands of nodes, and what we are providing from SAP is how do you build out this scale out extension of your HANA infrastructure to be able to store and process terabytes, or store and process petabytes of data, hundreds of terabytes to petabytes of data. And what we provide with Vora is the ability to be able to federate the queries. So in terms of I want to access my Hadoop data processed through Vora from HANA, or the other way around, I have my HANA data, it could be my ERP data which is sitting in HANA, it could be my BW data. How do I expose that and make it available on the right side for a data scientist who's coming in from a Hadoop or a Spark landscape to be able to consume that data? So we provide the ability to be able to expose the data bidirectionally, and again, this is virtual data access. So you're not physically moving data from one layer to other layer. You have the data stored in Vora in Hadoop, and you expose those virtually using virtual tables, consume it through HANA, or when the data is in HANA, you want to expose that virtually to be consumed through Vora. You use the Spark data source API, which we'll be talking about in one of the future slides. So typically Vora runs on commodity hardware. Again, since it's running natively in the Hadoop ecosystem, there are no restrictions on the Taylor data center or certified hardware from SAP. Whatever infrastructure your Hadoop is running on, Vora will continue to run on those. And I'll show you the slides where we cover how the installation works in terms of being able to take advantage of existing Hadoop administration tools. Like for a customer who's using MapR or Cloudera or Hortonworks, you can use your existing administration tools like Ambari or Cloudera Manager or MapR control system to be able to install Vora on all the Hadoop nodes. So we are simplifying the landscape in terms of how do you install, upgrade, manage, and administer the nodes. And from a consumption standpoint, again, depending on where you're consuming, whether you're coming in from HANA using a BI tool like SAP Lumira or Business Objects, or you're coming in from Vora, you can use the same BI tools, or in the case of a data scientist persona, when the data scientist is using his or her own tools, like it could be IPython Notebook, Jupyter, or Zeppelin, you're running these data scientist kind of workflows, you want access to the SAP data, we expose that virtually to be able to consume through HANA Vora.